You're watching Guitarist Dreaming 352, the home of all things guitar related. If you believe it and conceive it, you will achieve it. And now it is my pleasure to introduce your host, the dreaming guitarist, Will Starr.
All right, we are live. We are hanging with the dreamer today, and my special guest is Body Bag Union, my buddy Rob up from the Great White North, and Avery. Thank you guys for being here today with me this lovely afternoon.
Thanks for having us, brother.
It's a pleasure.
I'm really happy, and I'm so happy to hear about updates. I'm so happy to hear, hey, somebody's already in the chat. Let's check it out. Hey, Dwight Bailey. All right, man. What's going on? How you doing, Dwight? Thank you for joining us. When are you coming on, dude? Hey, welcome. Avery, Rob. This is Dwight Bailey, awesome guitar player that I know of. He's a phenomenal guy, man. And Robert, there he is. Hey, what's going on, Robert? Long time no hear, man.
T-Bone!
You want to be on, dude? You want to be on right now? Let's make it happen. Hit me up on Facebook.
You get like 3/4 of Body Bag Union.
Yeah. Dwight. Yep. Hello, Rob and Avery, man. All right. So Avery, welcome to the Body Bag Union family, man. Welcome to Hanging with the Dreamer. This is our first time chatting. My name is Will Starr, the Dreamer. This is my show. This is my channel. This is my world of blue and bombs and blue backgrounds and animated graphics and guitars, all sorts of dreamy stuff like that, man. Welcome to the world of Hanging with the Dreamer, dude. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for being here, both of you. My pleasure, man. So, before we get into the newest things with Body Bag Union, Avery, I gotta ask you, man. In the words of a phenomenal guest that I had this morning, what are your top 3 favorite guitar tones?
I gotta go right back to probably mid 80s. I grew up listening to a lot of like older Metallica stuff. Grew up listening to a lot of Alice in Chains, Alice Cooper. That's where I take a lot of my inspiration from. But definitely, the mid 80s is where I take a lot of inspiration from. That would definitely be my top 3. Would be Alice in Chains, Alice Cooper, and Metallica.
So beautiful. If you could, Avery, if you could have 3 pieces of gear that you can't afford right now or don't have any access to, what would those 3 pieces of gear be?
I think for where I'm at right now, because I'm not used to playing like big studio gigs and things like that. I've only done really the practice with Greg, with Lumpy, and with Rob once or twice. But as of right now, I think I'm where I'm at, where I have everything that I think I would need. for right now, like I've got the Crybaby wah pedal, which adds a lot of different sounds. Um, I just picked up a distortion pedal from Rob just last week at last practice, just testing that out. But I think for right now, I have the BC Rich Warlock, which is an amazing guitar. Again, I got from Rob, introduced me to that. But BC Rich plays amazingly. It gives me the tone that I want. And then I've got a custom made PRS that I had from years ago.
Ah,
It's my first guitar, so that's actually it really squares everything off really
hmm.
nicely. So I think for right now, um, I think I'm pretty well set for gear. I think if I had to go anywhere near in the future, I'd probably just go up to a higher end PRS because I love how they play, I love how they sound. Maybe just a little bit different setup on the pickups and whatnot, and different amp. But
Maybe a head and cabinet like I got.
yeah, maybe make a little more noise. The head and cab unit, but I think for right now, um, as far as I see for right now, I've got what I need for sure.
What about you, Rob?
Well, I've got pretty much what like my head and my cabinet, my Fender Mustang GT head and cabinet. I love it. I'd be lost without it. I just ordered my Jackson JS32 DP DKA/M. It'll be here in mid-October. If I could probably add one more guitar, I probably want to get maybe a Jeff Hanneman signature ESP. I
Oh,
think that
that's
would
a
be,
good one.
I think that would be my ultimate dream piece right there. Would be the Jeff Hanneman guitar. Being a big fan of Jeff as I am, and a big fan of Slayer. I've already got the Kerry King signature beam, so adding Jeff's ESP, that would be perfect for me, man.
Well, there's. I know that there's a hologram. The Jeff hologram design that
Yep.
I don't know if it's in LTD or not, but I know it's the ESP custom shop.
I don't know if it is. I'm not sure if it's an LTD or not. I haven't really looked at it. I know what guitar you're talking about. I just haven't really looked into it.
I mean, I had to look at it a couple times and to really take it in and get into the trippy 3D graphics and
Yeah.
everything. But I thought it was pretty cool, dude. I thought, wow, you don't see guitars like this ever, a
Oh
whole
no.
lot.
Oh, heck no.
You really don't. I mean, you know, there's
For sure.
affordable, huh?
I was just agreeing with you.
No. Okay, well, the going back to you, Avery.
Yeah,
I have a question for you. What
absolutely,
is
bro.
your guitar rig? What is your guitar rig right now that you are using? Pedals and all
Uh,
that.
when I'm practicing at home, I got a Fender Mustang One amp, just going off the bat. I don't switch between the PRS, the Paul Reed Smith, and the BC Rich, just here and there, and then just tinker with the Crybaby and whatnot. But when I first went for the actual band practice with Lumpy and Rob, um, I got hooked up to the Fender amp. I believe that
No, you were at the TV Viper
was
212.
was it Viper 2?
Yeah, it was
Okay,
a
yeah.
Viper 212.
But that thing makes a lot of noise.
That
That
does.
thing makes a lot of
Yeah,
noise.
that's a sweet amp.
Yeah, yeah. So when we do actual like legit practices, I'm with the Viper.
So would that be the LTD Viper?
No, it's solid state Viper. It's the 212 combo.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Are either of you and Rob? We've had this talk before, but now Avery's here, so I could ask Avery also. Are either of you a big uh, big fan of Boss products?
I've tested with Boss a little bit. My stepbrother has one because he's also into guitar on like an intermediate level. And he's messed around with it here and there. I definitely like the volume. I like the sound. You know, it's got a lot of different. I think it has like 2 different channels, 3 different channels that you can play around with. So it's for an intermediate level amp, at least the one that he has, the model that he has. I'm not too familiar with Boss, but it seems like a really good product.
In the past, when I was first learning and stuff, I had a few Boss pedals and stuff, and I loved them. I thought they were really awesome.
Have either of you guys tried the Boss GT1?
No.
I can't say I've tried it. No.
Okay. Well, it's a good unit. Good unit.
I'll have to look into it.
Now, does Body Bag Union have like floor monitors for direct out, direct out access?
No, unfortunately, right now we're just running straight out of our amps. We don't have the PA system or anything yet. So right now it's just basically practice right out of the amplifier. We got them all faced basically, so Greg sits here, in one spot, and then you've got me facing him, and then you got Avery off to the side, facing him off to the side, so he can hear all of our guitars.
Johnny Bean's here, man. How you doing, Johnny? This is Avery, and this is Rob, man. How's it going? How you doing, Johnny? It's good to see you, man. It's been a while. Your show's really doing good, dude. Doing very good. I'd love to have you back, man. How you doing? How you holding up with all this COVID stuff, man? It's terrible. You've been using the same Boss Stereo Chorus pedal for the last 20 years. Yeah, it's CE2 or the CE3? The blue chorus, right, Johnny? Am I correct in saying that? Hey, Cutter Savage is here. What's up, everyone? Yeah, old Cutter Savage, man. He's coming back. And we're going to make some time, and Cutter's going to come back. And he's going to fill in everybody where he's at with his solo release. Once his solo release is done, we're doing a 3-day record release thing here on the show. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be badass. Let's see, Robert. Hi, everyone. How you doing, Robert? How you doing? What I wanted to. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Robert. I just had a thought. Are you available now, dude? I'd really love to get you on here. Let me know, and I'll send you the access pass. In your Facebook chat. Dude. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. I really want you on, Robert. The one thing I'd like to say, what's the merchandising goals? Like, what's Body Bag Union going to be doing for merchandising and promoting and that type of stuff?
That's all. I guess that's all thrown to me now. Hey, thanks for being on, buddy.
You leave this thing.
We're working on it right now. We're gonna kick out a shirt hopefully soon. It's just gonna be members only right now. But that's just to generate like interest in the shirt. It's gonna have the band's logo on the front of the shirt, and then on the sleeve, it's gonna have like a circle, and it's gonna say Body Bag Union, and then it's gonna have local 666 in the circle, and then on the back of the shirt, in great big letters and with the Canadian flag behind it, it's going to say 666% Canadian metal.
That's beautiful, man.
And then hopefully from there on, it'll just be, really, like I've got ideas right now coming up for different shirts. We want to do like some hats, some beanies, stickers, just stuff like that, Unfortunately, bringing like Avery in now and having T-Bone come in as a singer, it's kind of pushed us back as like for the recording of the CD because now we've changed up our song lineup. We've gotten rid of all the older songs that Lumpy and I've been working on, and we're now ushering in all the new stuff. So like we're bringing in new songs that I've written, that me and T-Bone have written together. So yeah, it's going to be really, really great. I'll give you kind of a snippet of some of the songs that we're going to be working on. We've kept really good songs. So we kept Purple Jesus, we kept It's Going to Be a Calling, and we kept One Drop Away. Now we've changed One Drop Away. One Drop Away is going to be our redneck stomp like Obituary did. It's going to be all instrumental. And I'm telling you, man, it is heavier than hell.
Cool.
Fun.
And it's really fun
Cool.
to play.
Oh my god.
The newer
I can't
songs,
wait to hear it, man.
the newer songs we're bringing in Rise, On Blackened Wings, Evil Satanica, Terror Train, Prisoner Inside My Mind, and Devil's Dominion.
Well,
Which Devil's Dominion and Evil Satanica are the two that Rob and I co-wrote together.
well, what I'd like to do, what I would like to offer you guys, and the whole world's hearing me say this right now, is I would like to, once that things are really going on and really have developed to where Body Bag Union has a real tight presentation and tight package, I want to promote you guys on my Facebook page.
Hell yeah, man, that would be awesome. Like I know Avery and we would love that. I mean, and I know Greg and Rob would be the same way. I know they would be all for it too.
You know, I I do a lot of promoting. Okay, being a show creator, being a producer, and an artist, I have to do a lot of self promoting.
Yeah,
So Twitter and Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and even though I'm in the middle of creating my new like page for the show, in which the graphics, my new show graphics I had up when Rob first logged on. I don't know if you saw that or not,
oh yeah, I've seen it.
but
I
I'm
dig
start.
the new intro though. That's awesome, dude.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Well, I love it. You know, I honestly love it, and I'll always be forever grateful to the voice on that audio clip, man. Because without her voice and without just wouldn't be right, man. Just
Yeah,
something. You know, when I'm feeling down, I listen to that audio clip, and
yeah,
I feel good, man. I feel like okay, it's time to step it up. And if I don't know what I'm doing, so be it. But I believe the great Freddie Mercury said it best: the show must go on,
that's right.
whether it's perfect or not. And you know, um, there's some things I'm working on. I'm not going to discuss right now because right now this time is really all about you guys. It's all about Body
That,
Bag Union, all
that
about
sounds like
Rob.
us. There's a couple of things that we're working on right now too. I'm trying to work on getting us a bass player. Um, I've been talking with a buddy of mine who knows the former bass player from Mutually Assured Destruction.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to grease the wheels to see if I can get Ted to come in to play with us.
Well, I hope you get them, man, because you're getting this close. Every time I talk to you, you're getting closer and closer and freaking closer and closer ready to fucking ready ready to ready to kick in, man.
You know
And
what? That's that's what we want. You know, like we want to be able to take this and put it out there and let people see what we've created, and we're still trying to capture that old school thrash vibe. But it's gotten, like I said before we jumped on the show, it's gotten a lot heavier and it's gotten a lot darker. And this guy right here is responsible for the heavier and darker tone. So,
hey, okay, Avery, that leads me to my next question, man. What is your favorite guitar tuning, dude?
Tuning,
Tuning, yeah.
tuning. See, I have to go with what we're already in. That's the standard D tune with a drop C on the sixth string, which it enables for such a much heavier sound while also keeping it in a very playable aspect for anyone who jumps in, anyone who wants to try and learn our music. It's it's very easy to come across. You know, if we were playing in like an E flat or like an E flat with a drop tuning, that's a lot harder to get our sound out of, especially for the style of music that we're trying to play to, the style of music that I grew up with. But definitely like a standard D tuning with a drop C, right on the money for me.
So you were saying that Alice in Chains and Alice in Chains tone is a big influence on you.
Yeah, because my dad would play a lot of like Alice in Chains, Alice Cooper, the older Metallica stuff from mid '80s, even going into the mid '90s. Um, yeah, he's cringing at me a little bit, but you got to keep in mind I'm a late '90s baby, right? I'm a little young, and so I grew up with a lot of the newer bands. Well, I guess you could call them newer, but yeah, I definitely pull a lot of my inspiration from the mid '90s, all the way back to like the early '80s for sure.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm as well as being a early Metallica fan myself, and drop D tuning. I remember I remember for whom the bell tolls and forever, you know, uh, wherever I may roam.
Yeah.
When I first learned that right hand slide and note progression, um, and well, enter Sandman, of course, but there's just there's just nothing like it. If you take all the money out of it and all the notoriety out of it and all the stardom and all that other great stuff. Um, uh, you have some serious, just harmonically rich, just that harmonic. I don't know how else explained it, but that
I know what you're trying to say.
It has its
that
own unique tone, its own unique
it ha-
sound that is bookmarked in history.
yeah, it just has its own language, its own
You,
legacy, for a reason. Whether somebody likes Metallica or not, there's a reason why this stuff is pretty much their legacy, man. And
you, you know my feeling on Metallica.
I know that, but it's all good, man. Um, but
Well,
getting
one thing I will say, we did on last Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, last no 2 Sundays ago.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, a couple Sundays ago. We did a really really dark, heavy cover of "Sunshine of Your Love" by Cream. Actually sounded really really
Yeah,
good.
that was taking good old Eric Clapton and just throwing him into the middle of thrash metal.
It was like Eric Clapton be typo negative.
That's great, man. Death Clapton, dude. Clapton on a wing, dude.
Well, I was trying to remember what the solo was, and I'm not even playing it. Like got like a few notes in there that Clapton played,
That's
and
cool.
most of
That's
it was
cool.
all my stuff. And I'm going, what the hell am I like? Oh yeah, okay, I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah, come back to Cream. Come back to Cream,
And then
Rob.
I got to come back into it. It's like, I just wanted to keep solo, and it was awesome to get into that vibe.
Oh man, you know, music has a funny way of just. I wouldn't say it's funny. I'll change what I'm saying. To me personally, music is magic, and it's magic I believe in. It's magic I feel, and magic that many others feel. And I gotta tell you, and this was something else that was brought up this morning. Um, Before practicing, I'm a either late at night or early in the morning guy. The house is quiet, and I I call my coffee time my meditation time.
Yep.
And when I close my eyes, sit back in my chair, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, exhale, and and melodies start coming in my head, and harmonies start coming in my head. Single note, open string, octave things start coming in my head. That's when the magic begins. And you know something? Sometimes I remember it, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
So, what I did to remedy that, because you know, over a space of time, there was uh, a lot of licks that I've forgotten,
Mm.
and licks that I wish I remembered because they're powerful. So I got a Presonus IO Station 24C and joined the Presonus Spear Club.
Nice.
And and I'm just saying this because I'm talking to two guitar players. I'm just saying how a big shout out to Presonus, to Rock and Roll Relics, to Red Dragon Guitars on Facebook. A big shout out to all my guests of the past: Billy Roll, Jet Boy, Rock and Roll Relics. Oh God, the list is endless, man. Rob, a big shout out to everybody who has led me to get to where I am here now. And and being a guitarist, being a musician, I've just discovered that when I meditate and when I just get into the zone, I've heard some people call it, I had to have a way to record it.
Avery's actually seen me in the zone. He saw me there a couple of Sundays when I plugged my V into my amp and I just started turning loose. He actually seen just a little bit. I think you saw a different side of me then, didn't you?
Yeah, it's like you kind of just tuned out, but I definitely get what you're saying by the whole like magical feeling of it, because even when we were playing like One Drop Away, and it was me, you, and Lumpy, I've never actually I've been the kind of player that I stand up, I play my set, and then I set the guitar down. I was moving around, jumping around, bumping around the whole time we were playing One Drop Away, and I was genuinely loving every single second of it, because it was just one of those songs that I got into my own head, and Rob would be doing his thing, and I'd be adding in staccatos into places, just throwing in my own little vibe into music that was already written.
It was really weird because we were chugging away, and then the song just goes ten, 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 and next thing you know, I'm hearing this ten, 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 and I'm like, what the heck? And so when I start doing it, and we start playing the song, and it's just like, holy shit, this song's gotten a lot heavier, this song's gotten a lot darker, this song just took off into a new direction that I never even dreamed it would ever go in. So, and it was all because of him, like right here,
Oh, check this out. we got this is great, man. I love it. I love it. Potter,
Poitier.
Poitier,
I believe that's a French last name. It'd be Poitier.
Poitier,
No one likes
Jack Poitier. No one likes rock. Wow, Jack.
Jack. I'm
Wow,
sorry that
man.
no one showed you the ways of the music of God, but
You need to hang out at a body bag union practice, dude, for saying something like that. But if that's how you feel, I'm sorry. You're missing out, bro. But you're welcome to hang out anyway. Everybody's welcome to
around
hang out with the dreamer, man.
by the end of the session.
Evan Cran. Don't speak for me, Jack Purdy. I wonder who that is. So, Nate, hey, that's my dad.
What's going on, man? It's one of the guys from the lot.
No way.
Yep.
Yeah, right on.
That's awesome.
Hey, what's up, Nate? Welcome to the show, man. I'm glad you're here. Daddy-o. Okay,
Yeah, that's actually one of my nicknames with a bunch of the guys that know me from around town here. So I roll up and a lot of the guys are like, "Hey, that's my dad." That's where that joke comes from, saying that's my dad. So
That's cool, man. Right on. Nate Krieger, Mopar or nothing, baby. And Jack, always good to breathe. Yep, Jack, you got that right, man. See, I knew you had something good to say. Jack, good call. Hey, who's this? Brad Vandenhoven. Brad?
YouTube content. I thought he's been
Tupac's
for a while.
Tupac's been dead for a while.
Well, yeah.
Come on, we're not talking about rap. We're talking about metal.
I know who Tom Petty. Well, I know who he is too.
I sure hope so.
Everybody knows who Tom Petty is.
Yeah. The Tom Petty actually taught me the importance of the D and the G. D and the G chords, man.
Actually, did you know that Tom Petty's sound actually came from the original Laurel Canyon scene?
Yep. Is that it? Come on, is that it, you guys? Come on, man. Come on, I want to see some more comments. That was cool. Thanks for being here, everybody, man. Welcome to Hanging with the Dreamer. And hey, if you play and if you want to hang out too, hit me up, man. We'll make it happen.
You too can be a star.
Hey, there you go. There you go, man. There you go. Oh shit, man. There's so much that I had planned and so much I wanted to say. But
how about it, brother?
Here, I got something for you guys.
Okay.
How is it, Rob? You told me this story of Body Bag Union.
Yep.
And how you came across the name.
Yep.
And how you came across the whole concept.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you could add to the Body Bag Union story now that you guys are almost complete and ready to go?
Just like we're going to be working on the merchandise. I brought up the practice about us doing like a joint band account, so that way we've got money for gear, we've got money for merchandise, stuff like that. Like the band started out with in the old school thrash metal vein, of like old school Metallica, Slayer, stuff like that. And it's taken a different turn. We've gotten darker, we've gotten heavier. Um, we've gotten more evil. The writing's gotten a lot more evil. Um, I wouldn't say satanic, but it's borderline. It's controversial.
It's definitely taking the heavier side for sure.
And with us changing the logo too, putting the upside down cross in with that whole devil imagery, with the 666 and stuff like that. All that is just for marketing. It's just to sell. It's just it's a way to cause controversy. You know, um, it's easy to write a song about God, but but it's more fun to actually make fun of him than anything. But I'm not religious. I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in any of it. I don't know what he believes.
I don't really go one way or the other. If there was a higher power, then there is. It's not my way to judge.
But
I think really it's all about perception.
yeah,
And it's not anything that really anybody can tell you, although many people try. But it's God, Satan, the whole 9 yards. It's all perception, and each one of us are individuals, and each one of us may feel different about the subject inside, but that's the perception that we're getting. That's the perception that we're getting that's making us think like that. There's that inner perception, that inner conflict, man, that a lot of that is very prevalent in music, very prevalent in art, you
uh, one
know.
thing I one thing I can say though, to add to the story, to the band, is I'm really really proud of the way the lineup has come together.
Yeah.
With Avery jumping in on rhythm guitar, frees up a lot for me, to be the lead guitar player. Because now I don't have to play two different spots. I don't have to play the rhythm, and I don't have to play the lead guitar player at the same time. And with the newer stuff too that we've got coming in, Avery's going to be doing some rhythmic lead like James Hetfield did on the earlier
Cool.
Metallica stuff.
Well,
So
I
there's going to
like
be a
to hear
little
it.
bit. There's going to be a lot of melody. There's going to be a lot of ass kicking metal. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be dark. It's going to be twisted. It's going to be evil, and it's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. It's going to be right in your face, and that's exactly how we want it. That's exactly how I dreamed this band to sound. And it's just I'm really happy with everything.
Well, I believe I mentioned this to you before, Rob, the first time you came around, and the offer still stands. Once that you're comfortable and you and Avery and everybody else is happy with the outcome, I would love to do um, I would love to do a live jam live on the air,
Yeah,
and
I did
I would
bring that
love
up to
to
Greg, and Greg was actually
put you
Greg was
guys
actually
out there,
down for
man.
it. Greg was actually down for it when it was just him and I. But yeah, like I would rather I would rather see like everybody, and like we get a lot tighter than what we are right now. I mean we're tight, but we're not all the way yet. We still got to bring Rob into the fold, and possibly bringing a bass player into the fold, and stuff like that. So there is still two to three elements missing from the band that we have to bring in. But once we get everything going, heck yeah, man, we'd love to do a live jam on the show for sure.
Let me tell you, a lot of things that you and I haven't had a chance. A lot's happened with me since the last time you and I talked off camera, and a lot's going on. And I, my show tomorrow, I'll give a shout out to this person, but right now, all I can say is that somebody came into my life that saw something in me and is setting me up in the direction for Guitar Streaming 352, for the show Hanging with the Dreamer,
That's awesome, dude.
set me off in the direction to accomplish something. The things that I wanted to accomplish in the first place. So, because of that, I feel that it's very important. I gotta keep that good karma going, and I gotta keep that good vibration, the good vibes going. I'm making that offer to you guys, and I would love to promote you guys on my Facebook, and I would love to have you guys on for a live jam, because there's somebody who came into my life, and I will just say a big shout out to Danny Warren Media and Marketing, because Mr. Warren came into my life and we started talking, and I showed him some shows, and he started pointing out some good things I need to change, I need to work on, hence the Facebook like page that I'm creating right now. And because of that, because I have a whole different vision in mind now for what I'm doing, and I'm focused on it. I dream about it at night, and I'm focused on it. I'm going to reach it, but in the meantime, I want to help you guys, and I want to help anybody who needs it, because it's important, man. Now more than ever. Now
I gotta
more than
apologize.
ever.
I gotta apologize for the wonky light. That's why everything's
It's all
fluttering
right.
and stuff. The light bulb's going. It's adding ambience to the show, though.
Well, check this
Messing
out.
with my
That's
eyes.
cool, man. Show
Messing
must
with my.
go.
It's messing with my eyes big time.
Well, you got some
Almost
pretty
like,
good lights in back of you, man.
it's almost like strobe.
I love
Oh
those
yeah,
LEDs right there.
yeah.
I'm real big into LEDs myself. Um, oh, here's something interesting that I think I'll pop on. Let's see here. Corey, baby shark, dodo, dodo, dodo.
Now that's that. You probably know all about that one, Rob.
Oh,
That baby shark song that's
for Christ's sake.
Baby.
Baby shark, baby shark, shut up.
All right. Well, I'm glad you know about it, man. That's cool.
Yeah, my granddaughter listens to it and drives me up the freaking wall.
Okay, cool, man.
You do a heavy metal cover that.
Oh, baby shark.
No,
That'd
we
be
won't do a
funny,
heavy
dude.
metal cover of that.
Sean says he's cooking steak. All right, man.
I didn't even have supper yet.
Have a cold one and a steak for me, dude. That'd be awesome. Finger licking.
This is just getting me hungry, man.
Only on Hanging with the Dreamer, man. And Corey says medium rare. Yeah, medium rare, Corey. That's
Oh yeah.
medium rare, man. Yeah.
Mine's got to be blood rare, man. Black it corns off, wipe it stars, wipe it dash, throw it on a plate.
I got a refrigerator full of Heinekens, man. A nice medium rare steak would be good right about now.
You got some Heinz? Fuck man,
Yeah,
I'm going to his place.
I got some Heinies in the fridge, man.
Yeah.
Right.
There was a Fourth of July thing that me and Cindy were invited to, but
Yeah, I see she had a birthday, what was it, yesterday or a couple of days ago?
yeah, Cindy had a birthday. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, she had a birthday. She had a birthday.
Did she have a good one?
She's an awesome girl, man.
Yes, she is.
She had a pretty good birthday, man. You'd have to ask her, but I
Oh,
think she
okay.
had a great birthday. I know I did everything I could to help her have a great.
Oh, hey, you're a good man. So hey, there you go.
Oh, check this out. Yeah, my wife, dude, she's awesome, man. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for my beautiful wife Cindy, the rocker, she and the vision that she's given me about my space, I don't know how I would pull my new space off, setting everything up. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start shooting some video on the progress,
Cool.
but I have just about. You know what? As a matter of fact, I have everything I need now.
Right on.
I have. I discovered Black Magic ATM mini camera switcher, dude.
Oh,
Four
Yeah, I was gonna say you
HDMI.
discovered black magic, and that's something was
I, I
beautiful.
thought we were going in a totally different direction there.
Oh, you had to scared for a second.
Oh well, that's a whole nother conversation.
Hey, I played
I
with
know.
I played with Black Magic years ago, but that's a totally different conversation for another time.
Oh,
The
And I don't mean the song by Slayer, Black Magic.
yeah, yeah. I hear you, man. I hear you. The can I smoke your Mustang with my Honda?
that was more directed towards myself.
Can
Uh,
I smoke your Mustang with my Honda?
I'll say this on live air. Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, he's gonna go
I was gonna say, Jack, your car smokes, dude. What are you gonna do? Roll the Honda up and lick it shut, or what, dude? I'm sorry, man. This isn't a 490 show, dude. Um, Purple Jesus.
Oh, come on, T-Bone.
Oh, I remember the story behind this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so do I. I lived that one, thank God. Jesus Christ.
no, no.
See, I still haven't learned the origin of the name for the people. I don't know where that came from.
Okay, I'm gonna relive it one more time, just so Avery can hear it.
Having
The,
a
sto-
dart.
the story, Purple Jesus. I was a party back in the Lampton College days. Myself and T-Bone and a few others. We got this bright idea to get these garbage cans, these steel garbage cans from Canadian Tire, and we sterilized them, and then we started dumping all kinds of clear alcohol in it. Oh yeah, there was rum, there was schnapps, there was gin, there was vodka, there was God, I can't remember. And we had nothing to mix it with but this purple juice. So we mixed this purple juice into this barrel with all this alcohol in it, right? And you just dipped the cup in, and away you went. And I think I had about 5 cups, and then it got really fucking dark, and I don't remember anything. I woke up with somebody's panties on my head, and
So it was
woke up in a room that I had no idea where the hell I was.
just purple Jesus was
Uh,
the word. That's
Purple
what it is.
Jesus. That's what we called it. We called it Purple Jesus.
Oh, okay, I got
And
it.
then it was when T-Bone and I got back in touch with each other, he relived the
We're
Purple
like,
Jesus.
we need to write a fucking song about.
And that's what I said to him. I said, I need to write a song. And he comes up with Purple Jesus. And I was like, oh God. And then about 10 minutes later, I had a song written.
Wild man. Hey, Sean needs crayons, dude. Crayons?
Somebody eating crayons?
That's kind of
Oh,
bitter,
that
man.
was the American military that did that. Keep the crayon.
Maybe there's a maybe there's a crayon rehab somewhere, dude. Could go
I'm,
spend some
I'm,
time on some beach somewhere.
yeah. The Avery and I are ex-military, so
So Avery, what do you like to do? Only on Hanging with the Dreamer now. That's cool.
ooh,
Hey, wow, I can't believe there's actually 7 people still watching. Thank you guys.
I can't believe it's not good.
Wow, it must be you guys. It sure as hell ain't me. Um, Avery, I was asking you a question.
Yeah.
Avery, what is it that you like to do in your what's your favorite thing you like to do in your pastime? What's your favorite pastime thing to keep yourself focused?
No, definitely not. I don't know if you can hear what Rob said, but no. Between work and whatnot, and going home trying to, just come up with the next tune. Um, I'm a huge car enthusiast, so I love going. I was actually just out with a giant group of guys. We went from a little city about half an hour away. We went towards Toronto area, out towards what that be, Lake Huron. So we had probably an 8-hour drive that day. Some of the I actually went with one of the guys watching right now. Um, so that does fill a big portion of my time for sure.
His Mustang.
Yeah, Rob's gotten a couple drives in it. I've seen his eyes fly back in his head. I think I scared the living hell out of him one day, but
No, that was when we were going to practice and busted the food.
yeah,
And I was like, oh.
yeah, I'm going about 50 or 60 busted tires loose. But yeah, that's a big portion of my life is
Robert, you're not done with dinner yet, dude? Come on, man. Log on to the link I sent you. All the glory days.
glory.
Yes,
Yeah, I've had a few of those myself, man.
we'll
Yeah.
keep the glory days in the past.
Yeah, where's all the good times gone, man? That's
Van
cool.
Halen!
Well, yeah. The On the subject of death metal, why is death metal? And this question is for both of you guys. I'm trying to buy some time till Robert logs on here. Um, the Why is death metal such an important genre of music to both of you guys?
Rob, you want to start now?
Death metal for me really helped me cope with the dark times that I was going through, being bullied and put back and forth. Um, there was just something about it. There was just, he has died, Cannibal Corpse, Obituary,
Hmm.
Death, Morbid Angel. There was just something in the music that I could hide in. Metal alone, was my fortress for solitude. My two favorite genres of music are thrash metal and death metal. Um, I guess you could say there's a little bit of death metal in our band.
Oh,
I
100%.
I bring in a lot of that death metal influence and thrash. I try to bring a little bit of thrash into it too. But death metal for me is really really important. There's some really really killer bands out there. I don't know. Like I said, it was a place for me to hide in. I found a lot of solace in death metal, and I've never come out. I started when I was, 15, 16 years old. I'm 51 now, and I'm still a huge death metal fan. I love death metal.
It stays with you when you find something that you connect with and that you feel at home with, you feel like you belong or what have you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. What about you?
I think death metal has played a huge part in probably about the same time as you were saying, 15, 16, that in that time area. It was an outlet for me that I could go listen to, just go sit in a room and listen to it and just listen to music and melt everything away. It was a genre of music where I think I could sit back, listen, and just forget about everything else because so much was happening in the songs that kind of just took my mind off of everything else that was happening. And growing up, I went through some trial times, and um, being able to go out, especially like once I had my license and everything, be able to drive around and listen to uh, harder music, darker music.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was an escape for me, 100%. So it definitely kept me from making bad choices because I think if I didn't have music in my life, especially hard rock into death metal, I think things could have been a lot different for me if I didn't have music to fill my life. 100%.
I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for music.
Oh well, I wouldn't either. It's once you find work is life.
It's always like,
Yep.
I have to agree with that. The oh hell's work, dude. I miss that one. The music is affects people in such a way that I think music connects with us all differently.
oh,
And I
100%.
oh cool man. And I think that yeah, like when you go to enough concerts, and when you're when you're standing, like I was when I was a kid, and I was standing at the stage, I always gravitated to the guitar side of the stage. I just did. And I remember seeing Motley Crue in their infancy at
Oh, God.
Wolf and Rismo's Country Club. I told you about this, Rob.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Mick Mars was standing right up above me, like about 5 feet up above me, about a half a foot in front of me, just staring down at me, man. Well, he was just ripping, just killing it. And I will always remember that.
For me, it was last November when I seen Death Angel, and I was right dead in front of Rob Cavastani, and just watching him play and watching him, just rip away and stuff, and it was just, oh my God, man, it was just amazing to actually watch one of my influences, in real life, and not more than about maybe 5 feet away from me. It was awesome. I get what you're saying.
It sticks with you for forever. It sticks with you for life, man, and beyond. As far as I'm concerned, it's
Even having seen Iron Maiden twice, like there's the most iconic band right there. New wave of British heavy metal. Iron Maiden has always been a huge influence on me as a guitar player, as a lyric writer. Even when I was a singer, when I first started singing, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, uh, early Queensryche with Deftones. Like that was all huge influences on me. And Iron Maiden is one of my favorite bands. Like they are up there. And so being able to see them and being able to see how they worked on stage, how they interacted, the guitar work between Dave Murray, Yannick Gars, and Adrian Smith blew me away, man. Just totally blew me away.
well. There's a band that I'm. Oh wait a minute, what's this all about down here? Let's check this out. Nate, it says Avery, you're going to the lot later.
Yes, I'll be there.
The lot, the lot
Yeah,
is that?
it's a mutual gathering spot in town here that a bunch of the guys just go and hang out.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Is it? Is it like a full-on bar or?
No, it's just
No,
like
no,
a parking lot.
yeah, it's literally just a parking lot. Everyone just drives up, parks, and we just hang out and have a good time.
Oh, cool, man. You know, I remember when I used to do stuff like that. That's important. Really, really important.
Well, especially in times like these, right? Like you have to stay social. Like
Back
I,
when uh, back when we used to cruise the drag. God, I'm dating myself now. Back when we used to cruise the drag, I had a 78 Aspen with a 383, and this thing was quick, man. We used to hang out in the Sears parking lot. We used to call it the pit. But man, I'll tell you, there was a lot of iron that used to run around down and back in the
oh my god, even still,
there's still some good iron that runs around this town. You know,
yeah,
I miss having my car. I wish I still had it.
Well, I'll tell you, that's a good way to meet people, and that's a good way to network.
But yeah,
yeah.
And
I've met some of my best friends through cars.
it's a solid way, man. It's a solid way to connect. And it's, now it seems like in a time where everything is dog eat dog and every dog for himself and this and that, blah, 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 something
dog
up
eat dog world, and I'm wearing milk tone underwear.
pretty much, yeah. Yeah. You know, it's good. It's good to um, to be able to connect with people and actually talk to people and not at people or down to people. That
Yeah,
yeah, I can't stand
Talking about
people
not
like
acting
that.
up and not having your phone stuck in your face.
You know, yeah, it is. And I'll tell you, I've given serious thought about coming up to Canada, and I everything got. Now I'm afraid to go out of the house, man. It's like secret
Yeah,
police showing up and unmarked
well,
vehicles and all this crap. I'm like, man.
I was listening to the news this morning on the way to work, and they're thinking of passing this mandatory mask
Mm-hmm.
law up
Mm-hmm.
here. If you get caught without wearing a mask, you get fined $1,000.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? Like, whatever happened to freedom of choice? You know what I mean? Like, at work, we're supposed to wear masks. Kid, it's like 110, 115 in the factory. I'm not wearing a damn piece of cotton over my mouth and sweat and, have the sweat dripping off my nose and, like that. Shit, I sweat now, you
Well,
know.
it's already a deal down here,
Well,
and
they told us that if we have like the masks that's hanging down around our chin, we we can't get rode up. And like I've got these face shields, right? So like I have mine down around my neck. As long as it's
funny.
around my neck, I can't get rode up, right?
yeah.
I think it's a bunch of shit, but whatever. That's my opinion.
Well,
I'm too opinionated. I'm sorry.
nah, don't apologize. It's cool, man. I mean, we all got our thoughts. We all got our opinions. I could
I think
sit
the
here
media
all night long and talk to you guys and tell you guys how I truly feel about all this stuff. But you know,
I think the media completely blew this one out of the water. Like they've got the whole uh, care routine down to a science. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it's as bad as everybody says it is.
well, this has been said many times, so me saying it sure as hell won't be the first time. But as far as I know, we all could be carrying it,
Right?
and I could be, you guys could be,
Back in
yeah.
December,
So
January, right? I got really, really sick. I had the high fever. I was coughing and hacking. I felt like I coughed my feet up, a few hundred times. And I was at work, like I was around people. They never
Robert.
got sick. I think I had it because I had difficulty breathing and all that other, shit that goes with it.
Yeah.
You know, so I think I had it. And nobody else has gotten sick. My family hasn't gotten sick. So I think it's just a bunch of crap. But that's me, and hey, that's my opinion, and whatever.
Well, I'm starting to see too many similarities, like I was telling Avery. Avery, excuse me, I apologize. Um, I'm 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 starting to see too many too many similarities of the past, and there's an old saying that history always repeats itself. Well, I'm starting to see that in this situation.
Yeah.
Um, the question is, do I do what other people are doing, and you know, thinking that busting out some windows and punching some poor defenseless elderly person is going to solve the problem? Or am I going to be one of those people to sit back, stay out of the way, and watch my own, and watch my property, or watch, my guitars, and watch who walks around my house? You see, I'd rather be one of those people.
Yeah.
And even though there's who knows what's going on with today's law enforcement, but I'll tell you what.
That's a whole other.
That's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna really get into that. Any officers, thank you for your service. If you're watching right now, don't get upset at me. I'm not saying anything, but
Let's get
I
back to the music.
exactly, music's the only answer, man. Music is, and Rob's heard me say this before. Music is the light, the life, and the way, man. And at the risk of sounding like a 60s flower child, that's just how I feel. And I've seen too much. I've seen too much of everything else in my life, and I don't care to see it again. And I have no room for it. I don't need it around me, or in my life, or in my vision, or anything. And music, man. The first time that I saw, I was really touched the first time I saw Alice in Chains live with William DeVault singing on the Black Gives Way to Blue tour.
Oh yeah,
That
okay.
that was phenomenal.
I
Yeah,
bet.
that was phenomenal.
Yeah, I lost a lot of it for Allison James when after Lane died. To me, Allison James will always be Lane. William Duvall's a great singer. Don't get me wrong. The guy's an amazing singer. He's a great guitar player. But I don't know. For me, Allison Chains will always be Lane. Lane Stalling was it for me. That was it. But
Yeah.
that's my opinion again. So.
Well, have you seen the new Kerry King V that
Yeah,
Dean the
yeah. The
USA
Dean.
custom shot?
Yeah, the Dean one. Yeah, I can't
Nine.
believe the price tag that's attached to it. 9 grand for that guitar.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
No.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
run right out and buy 3 of them.
I bet. I hope they come out with an import. Which
That would be nice.
yeah, it'd be cool. I'll get one. They uh after we're done here, Rob, remind me that um okay, I already told you about what's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um, the story behind that, but I'm just not going to say it right now.
yeah. Okay.
Um, I don't want to upset anybody.
Yeah, you
But
got to send me some pictures of that tomorrow when you get it, man. 'Cause I really want to see that. That's going to be neat.
as a matter of fact, I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do a live unboxing or just make a video out of it.
Oh,
So,
dude, go live and unbox it, man. Let the world see what it is and the beauty that it is.
well, I've got four things to unbox.
Ooh, there you
And
go.
so I want to do, I want to do if I do a live unboxing, it'll be a big, massive
Right on.
unboxing, I
Yeah, I
think.
would do it, dude. I would go for it, man.
You know, it's just, it's not that often. There, I just sent you pictures on Facebook.
Okay, cool.
Right from the Red Dragon, right from Red Dragon Guitars
Okay,
living room.
cool.
Um,
Um, when I get my Jackson, I'll send you the pictures of it and stuff, and
cool.
I'll probably do like a live Facebook thing with when I get her.
Or how about this? How about you come back on my show and you unbox it then?
Woo! Yeah, I can do that. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah.
I want, like I said, I want to promote you guys. I want to promote Body Bag Union.
I'll uh, I'll let Avery bring his Warlock too.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Well, that was
That's
my old
cool.
Warlock. He bought it off of me, but
Well, that's cool. That's cool. I'd love to see
Oh,
that, Avery.
PRS is definitely my baby. The PRS I designed for myself quite a few years ago because it was I think my second guitar ever.
But well, Avery, what getting to the PRS? What kind? Which PRS is that? A S2?
I believe it's an SE body. Um, like a
Okay, cool,
22
man.
foot head, um, like a flat burgundy color, dual coil and humbuck setup, um, and just a solid thing. So it's a nice setup.
Jack says get a golden Gretsch,
hmm.
Way too expensive. Ooh, way too expensive. Ooh. I have to
like
sell both
a
on behalf
gold
of my
top,
baby. Yeah.
a dual jet, uh, a Falcon. I know the
I always
Falcons come in white and black.
I always wanted to get a Gretsch Pepsi Gentleman.
Any Dungeons and Dragons fan?
Oh God, Dungeons and Dragons. My God, I haven't played that since I was like what 17.
Never even touched it.
You know, yeah. As a matter of fact, well, no, it's. Oh, I should have it right here at the table. There's something I could show you guys right now.
Did you play
Um,
Dungeons and Dragons?
huh?
I said you play Dungeons and Dragons.
No, I'm gonna go one further.
Oh,
It's the in the literal sense of the word. Um, I have uh, I want to get up and go get it, but um, I had posted on my in a Facebook story, I think. But I have this dragon that's
nice,
about about this big, right into the wall,
nice.
and when you flick on the switch, well, it sounds about this tall, and he's
Oh,
wrapped
cool.
around this like mummified eyeball, and he's got
Oh,
this
God.
sword down into the eyeball, and when you look real close down at the bottom are a whole bunch of real tiny skulls around the mummified eyeball, and when you flick it on, the mummified eyeball comes alive, dude, and it's an
Oh,
LED light, and it starts, and the dragon's just sitting there, dude, with a sword like this. But when it's dark and you turn on the mummified eyeball, dude, if you stare at that long enough, you're gonna start to see the dragon take shape, dude. And it's pretty trippy. Yeah, it's one of the little things that
Yeah.
inspire me.
Send me a
Um,
picture of that because I wouldn't mind getting that as a tattoo. That sounds pretty sick.
yeah, as a matter of fact, that's
And
one of the next tattoos I want to get.
and you know
But
what? Avery here hasn't got any tattoos yet.
No,
He's the only one in the band without ink.
my skin's all virgin.
body bag union, dude. Body bag union, man. Maybe the
Yeah.
body bag union logo.
Yeah,
You know?
we've even got a fan club name now for all of our fans. We now call our fans the members of the morgue.
Mm-hmm. No, it's $16,000 guitar.
Yeah, the
Oh, the
jack.
Kerry Kingby? No. Oh, well, up in Canada, is it more? Down here in the States, it's $9,000.
Yeah,
After the conversion. Yeah.
up here it'd probably be about 10 grand, or a little bit more than that, probably.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
9,000.
yeah, people still do.
Well, tomorrow, on tomorrow's show, I'm going to have Mark Nash is coming back.
Cool.
And he's a big, big, big Dean player. And I
What?
mean, I've seen him play some badass guitars within the last month or so. But
If I
he's got himself some Dean custom guitars, dude, that from the custom
think
shop.
I was gonna, I think if I was gonna get a Dean, I'd get the Dean Razorback. I just love that style Razorback. It's thick looking.
Well, Mark will be on, and we're gonna do a rig rundown,
Oh, cool, right on.
and he's gonna show me his guitar rig, and if I can get him to play, that'll be his choice.
What what time are you doing that at, Will?
That would be at 10:20 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Damn, I'm gonna have to catch it when it comes out on the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
watch
yeah.
it in rerun because I'm still at work then. So
It's gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be
cool.
good, and that's why I'm glad. Rob, I know that you like Dean guitars.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, Dean, that's like Dimebag Daryl, man. That's Pantera
Yeah.
sound. For that, was well, of course he used Bill Lawrence pickups, but and somebody had said too that he reversed his nut pickup instead of having it facing the right way. He reversed it, and that's how he got that sound. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard.
Well,
But once I get the Jackson, I'm gonna take the V out of circulation. So I'm gonna put the D tuna on the Jackson, and it's taking the V out, and I'm gonna have to get the V completely rewired, and I'm gonna change pickups. I'm gonna put Seymour Duncan blackout in the nut position, and then the bridge position. I'm gonna put DiMarzio super distortion.
are you gonna reverse them around? Are you gonna reverse the polarity, like reverse the way you mount
No,
the?
I'm just gonna have it set up the regular way.
You never
That's
know. It
well,
may sound great, man.
I'm kind of tossing around an idea. Like I don't know yet if that's how I'm gonna do it, or if I'm just gonna slap a set of Seymour Duncan Black Winners in it. That way, it gives me that real chunky metal sound, and then my clean channel will be really clear and really pristine. So I don't know exactly yet how I'm gonna run my pickup. That's just two different things that I've been researching and trying to a feel for. So I don't know. When it comes all down to it, I don't know
What
exactly what I'm going to do yet.
what
Whatever's
about?
going to be cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean that's what it comes down to. Whatever is gonna um, help you convey what's in your head, and it's gonna sound the best. Every
Well,
guitar is its own monster, man. Every guitar has its own character. Not
yeah.
one guitar is the same. Like like I have sitting over there at the other computer. I have my Gibson Les Paul. Um,
Rosie.
yeah, Rosie, and I have a all in one, dude. In Koreatown, they make this badass, badass model. Then they also are the creators of the Wolf model, the Wolf guitar, and
Oh, okay.
that's gonna be the probably the next one I get. It's gonna be a Blue Wolf, and it's I'm gonna name that after my wife because blue is her favorite color,
Right on.
Cindy. So I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but I'm I'm working on a way to get it now. Um, with the case, $500, you can't beat it,
That's pretty cool.
and it's absolutely absolutely remarkable. Um, I
I
wanted.
know the next. I know the next guitar that I'd like to get. I'd like to get a. Because I know I'll never be able to afford a Gibson, so I'm gonna probably get. I want to get a an Epiphone Explorer.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah,
Are you gonna put some Hetfield pickups in it?
probably not. I'll probably just leave. The stock Epiphone pickups in it. I probably won't play with it that much. I really don't want to. I really don't want to get that old Metallica sound. That's what Avery's going for. And I mean, he's got that tone pretty well locked in for his system. My system, I guess you would say what would be more Flair.
It's definitely more towards really getting into almost like a more advanced,
Yeah,
like, that type thing.
yeah,
Have you guys ever thought about building your own guitars?
we have, yeah, I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
anyway.
I already have my own book. The PRS was built years ago, based off of what I wanted at the time, that flat boogie color has always been my favorite color. Um, but the PRS has gone through very minor changes to it. It's only been different sets of strings, testing out sound here and there, and then getting different sounds out of the color. Um, because I wanted to keep the PRS as much of a pure sound as to what I want as possible, and just change the sound to amps, to pedals, um, just different things like that. That's why I have the Warlock, right? That's why I have a whole different guitar to have that different thing when I don't have use for it.
I've
Well,
definitely thought about building my own guitars, just because I have a sound up here. I have a design up here that I'd love to have, and I'd love to be able to bring it out. But it's figuring out what hardware do I want, what pickups do I want. I know it's got to have a Floyd Rose on it, like that's a definite must, especially like for the solos and stuff that I'm doing. I definitely need a trem because I got to be able to do the dive, the full back, stuff like that. But as far as a design, yeah, I definitely have a design in my head. It's just trying to find somebody to build it up here in Canada because I really don't want to go stateside because then I'm having to deal with all of the exchange of the money and the duty and all that other crap, and I really don't want to play with that. So if it's finding somebody up here in Ontario that can do it and can build it within the parameters that I want and be able to deliver me a good quality guitar.
Well, there's something special about getting a body or taking a guitar, um, an inexpensive guitar, and just totally stripping it.
Yep.
And just take it. I took a Dremel and just started carving the hell out of it, out the top. And I took a stencil gun, a tattoo gun, and a stencil. That's how Rosie was born.
Nice.
And there's just some kind of pride, there's just some kind of pride to that. And every day I get up in the morning, have my coffee, and I go to practice. It's I right there is Rosie, and that reminds me of exactly how close that I
Yeah,
am to that, and that attachment that I have to, and I see my other guitars as well. Um, yeah, there you go, man. That's it right there.
and that I'd love to be able to customize that. It's a it's a mid '80s Mexican Strat body. It's got the Stevie Ray Vaughan Tex-Mex pickups in it. It's a sweet guitar. I love playing it. It's a really nice Strat, but I'd like to customize the hell out of it. I would love
Why
to
not?
I would love to Frankenstein the snot right out of that thing.
Well, you could. Yeah, plenty. It's a blank canvas, really.
Yeah, exactly.
You could do whatever you want to it, man.
Well, I'd like to keep the one Tex-Mex in the middle, and then put the two humbuckers in it, and then take the stock fender trim out of it, and put a Floyd in it, and change it all around, and the whole bit. Take the neck that's off. That's on it right now. Take it off, and put like a feed deck on it. Like either from either Jackson or DC Ranch and something or somebody like that. Ibanez, just slap it on and just like Frankenstein it. Basically like Jakey Lee did to his white uh, Fender slash Charvel that he did.
I hear you on the Charvel, Rob. Taylor Swift and my wife. Wow. Okay. Funny. Well, yeah, you know what? The way Jakey Lee did with that Charvel, didn't Jakey Lee turn a pickup backwards?
Yeah, I think he did. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I know he did a little bit of. I know he did a little bit of weird work with it. I'm not sure what he did though. I have to go back and look at it.
Well, listen, guys, little food for thought. I thought maybe he did. Maybe I've got him confused with somebody else. Probably.
Uh,
Well, I just as a quick reminder for those that are new to my show who's still watching, thank you for hanging out. You can find all sorts of Guitar Streaming 352 stuff on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you like what I'm doing, check out my PayPal account. Check out my support link in the description box below. And please feel free to like and share this stream, this show, because there's going to be a whole lot more of them. And you guys are going to hear more of Body Bag Union. Believe that. I'm going to make sure that
yeah,
happens. Plan on it. That that's a done deal as far as I'm concerned.
there's going to be the annoying noise that'll never go away.
And subscribe, because there's going to be more shows coming up. Hanging with the Dreamer is going to be getting a makeover, and there's gonna be some stuff happening. There's gonna be some visions, some visions coming to pass in dreamland. So
Well,
I want
for us,
to,
our Facebook page, unfortunately,
yeah.
I had to change the privacy from public to private. You'll have to ask, you'll have to ask permission to join, and I think there's a couple of questions you got to answer, and
Yeah.
shit like that. But we are thinking about doing an Instagram account too. So
Okay, cool.
I think I would be interested because I know Instagram in and out.
that'll be Avery's baby.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, shoot me the link, Avery, on Facebook, and I'll put it in the with the rest of like with your Facebook link and stuff. And everybody, you've been watching Rob and Avery, Hang with Dreamers, season 1, episode 4, Body Bag Union in the house. And we just want to thank you. Want to thank Avery. Want to thank Rob for joining the Dreamer and hanging with this crazy guitar dragging kid. And that guitar dragging kid is yours truly, the Dreamer. And I want to thank you guys for coming on
Thank you,
and
brother, for having us.
and hanging out.
Been on.
Perfect.